From 2021 to 2023, I probably didn't take the best care of my body, so 2023 came around and it started to fall apart a little bit, and we noticed that and we got onto it quick enough, so that's when the greatest saying of all time was born, the Blueprint Crew.
Winning gold once is history. Twice is your legacy.
I tore my meniscus at the start of the year, like a super minor one, nothing too crazy, so no surgery in January. Then in February we had the contest in Dubai. And then I ended up pulling out of that contest in the middle of it just because my knee was just not feeling right, I was quite sore.
We'd had communications about what was going on, but no real chance to really thoroughly assess him. So what actually happened was he came out here for the Australian Formula One down in Melbourne. Yeah, I contacted Keegs directly and said, hey look, we know you're down in Melbourne, we know you've got this knee issue and we've kind of been back and forth. How about I just come down and we just take a really good opportunity, like half a day or two, to assess it, work out what's going on, and then just hatch a bit of a plan and at least shed some light on it for you. And towards the end of it, I realised that he hadn't been on a skateboard since January. So
he wasn't skating at all. So he hadn't been on the board for a fairly long period of time, and that period was getting longer and longer. And it was the games, especially the qualifiers, were getting closer and closer. And there came a point where we needed to sit down and make up a plan in terms of, all right, we just need to get on the board and start feeling the board, start just getting confidence back in just skating.
I think it was maybe 12 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks till the actual Olympics. And so I'm like, hey, things are pretty close. Like, what's the goal for the Olympics? He goes, I want to win. I want to back up my gold medal. I'm like, you've got this qualifying series events, and if you don't get through those, like, there is no medal defence. So like, what's your plan here? He goes, I just need 4 weeks to skate for this first event. I said, great. So his original plan was to be flying back after the F1, and yeah, that turned into a 6-week stint with us.
He actually enjoyed being home, and I think that's what allowed him to stay here. So he ended up staying here for the whole rehab block, which was awesome.
How you going, Keegs? I'm good too.
The Blueprint was just a name we came up with that really just signified the types of habits and the types of things he could and should be doing that were helpful to really good skate performance.
We created a really relaxed, laid-back environment here on the coast with Keegan. Even though it was relaxed, there was some discipline that we would, make sure he was following a schedule and a structure. So the more he did that, the more he carried out that program, I think he started to see how effective it was, and then he bought in even more. So yeah, I think it was a combination of things: a good environment, laid-back environment, as well as involving the coach as well, Alex, which was really good. He was awesome.
I don't know why, but these guys definitely motivate me a lot more to do it. I literally can't tell you why, but something in my brain is a lot more excited to work out with these guys than anywhere else, which is also a bad thing, because when I can't see them, I don't work out. Definitely a last minute person. Like, I should probably have been working for 2 years instead of 3 months leading into the Olympics. And you need a team. Like, it's not a one-man army. Like, everyone that tells you it is lying straight to your face. Like, especially in skateboarding, that's become a big thing. It was a one-man army, leading into it. But now, it's not no F1 team. Like, I'm friends with Lando, and his whole team is like 1,000 people deep. Us skaters are more like 5 or 6 team deep, but it's really nice, to have people backing you.
With injuries, it's having the permission to push through a feeling or a sensation that actually allows you to progress. Originally, it just started with him skating in the bowl with no tricks, and that was on the coast here for a few weeks. And then we started introducing tricks, and he would go to the vert ramp and start doing more complex tricks, which was awesome to see. And then
as the weeks built, he got better and fitter and stronger, and then all of a sudden we get to the first ISC series event in Shanghai, and yeah, I think everybody had some apprehension around that, but gets a second place. And then a couple of weeks later at Budapest gets first place, and really convincing, top-notch runs. And then X Games a couple of weeks after that, you could see the confidence, and Alex always talked about, his coach always talked about this swagger he had, and the swagger was coming out at X Games, and then he wins that again, and then by the time the Olympics comes around, full confidence, and you can see he's having fun, backing his mates, kind of back to how it all began, and of course the rest was history. He wins that, and yeah, we got a dual gold medalist on our hands. It was awesome.
When Keegan came on though, it was a different feeling, I think. Yeah, it was more of a proud feeling, I would say, mostly because, yeah, we had a really good time together, and we also saw what it meant for him in terms of him being so grateful when he did win, and when he did talk to us after, he told us how grateful he was for all the work that we'd done for him, and that was awesome to get that acknowledgement and just be a part of that journey.
You know, I'm super grateful for, you know, these guys especially, because I definitely probably wouldn't have done as well as I did leading into those events and leading into Paris Olympics if it wasn't for them, for sure. And when Josh came to Melbourne that first trip, it was cool because it showed it's cool to see people care, first of all, and then two, it was just like nice to kind of just get an eye-opening onto my body. And you know, like, people of course have been telling me my whole life to make sure I keep an eye on my body and stuff, but no, these guys really got it actually into my head compared to everyone else. But you know, so I think that was the coolest thing for me when it first all came about.
Oh boys, we did that. We did that. Come on, come on.
Yeah, we're always invested in our athletes, and sometimes too much. Sometimes we want them to do better than they want to do, but he's so likeable, Keegs, and he's such a decent, honest human. And you know, despite this greenness around high performance, he's just so hard not to like. And so we just wanted the best for him. And so naturally we're up, you know, watching the telly in the middle of the night, and like everyone's squealing and screaming. And like when he won, there was like tears, and you know, people, and my daughter's crying, and she's never watched a skate contest in her life. And it's like, whoa, this is the impact that, you know, working with these amazing athletes and being at the top level can actually have, you know, on our kids and us and everybody. So I just say it was pretty cool.